Hey Hoyas, I'm Brian Pringle.
And I'm Ian Ciso. Welcome back to another episode of HSPN.
To start, we got to learn about the boys soccer team's success through the way that they approach practices. Then we got a chance to learn more about the girls on the lacrosse team.
That's right. Then after that, Paige and Ansley got a chance to talk to the boys lacrosse team. And finally, we'll end our show with the weekly calendar.
Stay tuned, Hoyas. We'll be right back. Last night, our boys soccer team won a nail-biter versus Pebblebrook, winning 5-4, with Caden Greenfield taking the game-winning shot. They're currently 12-1 in second region.
Wow, they're showing no signs of slowing down with their 11-game winning streak. I got the chance to speak to some of the players about how their team's dominance starts with practice. Let's take a look.
Hey Hoyas, this is Malia Brown reporting, and I got a chance to watch our boys soccer team practice and build their skills as a team. I spoke to varsity player Zach Rashback about the most important skills to practice.
I think the most important skill to practice is definitely being mentally strong. During games, things do go wrong, and it's important for us to stay focused on what we need to accomplish on and off the field.
Jonas Healer talked about how practicing as a team has impacted their season.
Practicing as a team builds team chemistry, and it helps us win games because everyone knows that everyone's willing to fight for each other, and it builds team chemistry. And it really just helps us push throughout the game and push throughout the season. And everyone on the team is like a brother, so that also helps. And it's like we're one big family, so I think that's a big aspect to keep going with our success.
It was such a fun experience to see our boys soccer team practice together. Make sure to go support them at their next game at Campbell. This is Malia Brown signing off. Bye Hoyas.
Keep up the great work and continue to dominate the competition.
Last Saturday, the girls lacrosse team beat South Forsyth 11-9. They're currently 7-5 and they're first in region.
Lacrosse has become one of my favorite sports this year. I love the hustle and grit put into games. Let's take a look into the girls' favorite things about their sport.
What's up, Hoyas? My name's Leah Smith, and this week I got to do a Q&A of Madeline and Ezra from the girls lacrosse team. Let's get into it.
My favorite pregame meal is probably the sandwiches that we have.
I would say pasta.
My favorite position is defense, like low D.
I would say attack, but that's because I play attack. So.
Okay.
My favorite game was in Florida when we played Creekview, I think.
Alatoona.
My favorite drill is our star drill.
It's that one drill.
My favorite jersey is our white home jerseys.
The home jersey is white and it has sleeves. It's really nice.
Oh, my favorite thing about defense is I feel like I get the ball, or I don't get the ball, but like I'm always like moving and yeah.
What's your favorite thing about attack?
You get to shoot. You get to get really good shots off.
The hardest thing about playing lacrosse is probably we have lots of practices and it's just a lot of it's very time consuming.
Okay. Catching.
Thank you, Madeline and Ezra, for letting us get to know you. Good luck to you guys versus Johns Creek. Bye, Hoyas.
Wow, it was really great to hear some of their favorite things about lacrosse.
It sure was, Mia. Now, sticking to lacrosse, our boys team unfortunately fell short to North Paulding last Friday.
Even though they lost, their team's bond is as strong as ever. Let's hear about how the team works together to move forward throughout their season.
Hey Hoyas, we went to Lacrosse Green-Out Junior Hoya Night to interview players Peyton Smith and Ryan Amadei before their big game versus North Paulding. We asked them what their favorite drill is, what the hardest team to play is, and what makes their team successful.
Hey West Jenny, it's just a lot of fun to have us all just messing around, getting better, warming up. Playing North Paulding, best team we played, first game of the region. I would say the relationships that we've built the past few years, we have a few like younger guys, but they're all really talented, so just putting all the skills together.
Now let's hear from Peyton on his opinions.
I like the one-sided 3v2s. It's just fun. Probably scoring my first hat trick against Centennial, North Paulding.
Lastly, let's hear from Coach Wren on what the team looks for in players and an inside look into the team.
On the field, someone who loves their teammates, someone who works hard, someone who holds himself and their teammates accountable. And off the field, I mean, same thing, but also someone who makes good decisions, when no one's looking is a big one too. I mean, every practice we do a lot of individual work, but a lot of the individual stuff comes in the off season with kids, signing up for 4-on-1 sessions, and most of that individual work happens outside the season. But we put a big emphasis on it in the beginning of practice every day, where we kind of break into small groups and work on our individual skills.
Congratulations to Peyton for his hat trick, but unfortunately it wasn't enough as the Hoyas lost 12-8 in a very competitive game against North Paulding. They are now second in the region. I'm Paige Comstock, signing off with my partner Ansley Smith. Bye, Hoyas.
Working as a team definitely contributes into the path to success. We just love to see it.
Hoyas, make sure to go and support your fellow teammates at their next game. Wait, Brian, do you know when the next one is?
I don't remember when the next one is, but let's check on Layla on calendar so she can tell us.
Thank you, Brian and Mia. Starting with today, we have boys golf at Dogwood at 3 p.m., JV County Track Meet at McEachern at 4 p.m., field events only. Baseball also versus McEachern at home at 5:55, and girls lacrosse away at Cherokee at 6. Now tomorrow, JV County running events at Lassiter at 5. Instead of running races, baseball will be running bases all the way home versus Paulding County at 5:55, and girls lacrosse at Johns Creek at 7:30. Heading to the end of the week, looks like baseball is playing at home versus South Cobb at 5:55, and girls and boys soccer versus McEachern at home at 6. As we begin our weekend on Saturday, girls golf is playing a par, get it, in the North Gwinnett Invite at Bears Best at 4 p.m. Moving on to Monday, boys golf playing in the Larry Nelson Invite at Atlanta Country Club at 3 p.m. Girls golf in Brookwood Invitational at Gwinnett Country Club, and lastly, boys lacrosse at home versus Alatoona at 7. Finally, on Tuesday, as you know, April Fool's Day, boys volleyball playing home against Clarkston. Girls golf battling it out at Governor's Towns Club. Girls lacrosse at home versus Hillgrove at 6. And boys and girls soccer away at Campbell. Girls playing first at 6 with boys following after at 8. Whew, that was a lot of information. Now that you have been informed, be sure to cancel all your plans to come support your Hoyas. Back to desk.
Thank you, Layla. Unfortunately, that is all we have time for. Make sure you clear your schedules and make time to cheer for your Hoyas. Thank you so much for tuning in, and be sure to check out Hoya Vision this Friday and again next Wednesday for another episode of HSPN.
And don't forget our podcast, Hoyas on Air, and be sure to follow us on Instagram at hspn.sports for all Harrison sports updates. Bye, Hoyas.